Hey, what's up, Low Gang? I'm what you might call a Digi-virgin. I've never so much as seen a single Digimon in my life. Now, I am planning on watching all of Digimon to please my friend Ray, who is a huge Digimon fanatic. But before I do, I would like to rank every single season of Digimon, not having seen them. I will then have my friend Ray, who is the opposite of a Digi-virgin, who is Digi-promiscuous. She knows the names of all 1,458 Digimons. So she is going to react to my rankings. Starting with Season 1, Digimon Adventure. So, Digimon Adventure has the lamest name of all the seasons. However, it is the greatest of all the seasons. So I say I'm a Digi-virgin. I've seen the first 3 seasons. However, I was a child. This was like 10 years ago. I don't remember any of them, but I do remember liking Digimon more than Pokemon, so it's probably pretty good. I should also give little synopses of this. So, Digimon Adventure is basically, it's baby's first SAO, essentially. So I also have little one-sentence descriptors that my friend Ray gave me to sort of guide me along and help me understand what Digimon is. If we look at Season 1's, she basically said, Season 1, the OG, baby's first isekai. Okay, I said that. So after Digimon Adventure, naturally comes Digimon Adventure 2, because they were not feeling creative when they were writing the best seasons of this show. And I know they're the best seasons because they are the only ones I've seen. From what I remember, well, let's first see Ray's premise. What's the premise of this one? Ray says, Season 2, slavery and some flavor of mind control. Oh God. So I don't remember anything about this, except that they like replace all the main characters with different versions of the main characters. And also 2 of them are the children who later appear in the first one. The new characters kind of just look really bland to me. And I feel like it's just more of Digimon Adventure. I feel like it's just gonna be the same thing, but like with a new roster of blander characters. So I guess I'll put it in B tier. Next, we move on to Digimon Tamers. And for this one, Ray has said, my Agumon OC becomes real for real for real. That's exciting. I don't know what that's referring to at all. All I remember about Digimon Tamers is they have cards. I remember not liking it as a kid because it breaks from the continuity of the first 2 seasons. I also remember, I thought it was kind of cool that it's also like a prequel to the others. It sort of has some Digi lore to it. I'll put it in C tier. I'm sure it's an okay show. I didn't like it as a kid. And it doesn't have Agumon, you know? After that is Digimon Frontier. So from now on, these are the ones I've not seen. So I'll be judging these on premise alone. And for this one, Ray's descriptor is, okay, but what if we are the Digimon? And that's interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be like the Pokemon Giant Island episode, right? Where the protagonists are, our point of view characters are gonna be the Digimon, right? That's what this is telling me. But there are also humans. Well, you know what will solve this? We'll read the premise before we make a decision. So what's happening here? After prompted to do so by unusual phone messages, 5 children go to a subway station and take a train to the digital world. There, they meet Bokomon and Nemon, who act as their guides and tell the children that the digital world is being destroyed, and the children must fight the evil Cherubimon and his legendary warrior servants in order to save the world. Okay, so they take a train to the digital world. They take an analog machine to a digital world. That's a little fucked. I do know they fuse with the Digimon. It's Pokemon Rebursts, but Digimon. Yeah, Reburst sucked. So now on to Digimon Data Squad. For this one, Ray has told me, punch the Digimon. So that's the premise. They punch apparently, they punch Digimon. So do the people just fight the Digimon? That's whack. That's wild. Okay. So they're all Ash Ketchum. They're all ready to throw hands. Let's see what this one's about. Set in a world where the barrier between the digital world and human world is starting to fall apart. The Digital Accident Tactics Squad, or DATS, protects Tokyo from emergent Digimon while using Digimon partners themselves. During the escape of a lone Agumon, 14-year-old Street Fighter... Wait. I'm skimming... Wait. Are they cops? They're just cops. Now the punch the Digimon makes... Wait a minute. This is Digi-segregation. The digital world and human world... That's why they punched the Digimon. Holy shit, they're digital racists. ACAB. Digital ACAB. Digimon Fusion. Not to be confused with the season where they fuse with the Digimon. Digimon Fusion is instead... Well, I have no idea what Digimon Fusion is. What? So season 6's premise. Its storyline follows the adventures of Mikey Kudo, who utilizes the power to fuse any of his Digimon partners. The series is divided into 3 arcs, with the Wait, is that it? Is that really it, Wikipedia? That's it. That's all. Okay. What does Ray say it is? Instead of evolution, we fuse. Also, there's war. Okay, that's interesting. So the Digimon go to war. That sounds interesting. So it's Pokemon Infinite Fusion, but Digimon. But I cannot rank this high because it's got that Draco-looking ass Digimon here. You know what? It can go in C tier. I'm sure it's okay. Next here, though, is going to be Digimon Tri. So from what I can gather about Digimon Tri is basically it is a reboot of Digimon Adventure. It's set a few years after Digimon Adventure 2. Oh, okay, so that's, yeah, Tri, I get it. It's just Digimon Adventure 3. But it's basically like, it's got contemporary, higher budget animation. It looks more like a regular anime rather than the sort of stylized designs the other Digimon have. And you know what, I think that's interesting. It's got the contemporary setting. It looks like a real anime. They sure have put the effort in. And, you know, I'm gonna go on a limb here. I bet they did things really well. It's a continuation of the original, and I bet they brought in new contemporary ideas, and they developed them properly, and they made it a very good series, and it had a great fan reception, and everyone loved it. I am 100% sure about that. So now for Digimon Universe App Monsters. Ray's description of this one is Pokemon Digimon Go. Also, it continues off season 6. Okay, so that's cool. You know what? I like it when they have more continuity to them. So for this one, Wikipedia says, in the year 2016, the World Wide Web has become a world for app monsters, or appmons, artificially intelligent beings born within mobile apps. The series focuses on Haru Shinkai, an everyday junior high student. One day, he discovers an appmon lurking in his smartphone, which reveals himself to be Gotchmon. like a gachapon? Okay. And the two become partners. Haru also learns from Gachapon that the artificial intelligence Leviathan is creating viruses to turn all appmons evil, and the two join forces to stop him. As the series progresses, Haru gains the help of the rookie idol Era Karen, the famous app tuber Torajiro Asuka, the prodigy hacker Rei Katsukura, who is in search for his younger brother that was kidnapped by Leviathan, and Haru's best friend, Eugene Ozura. Each one partnered with their own appmon to help in the fight to defeat Leviathan and restore the balance between their two worlds. Yeah, so, you know what? Based on vibes alone, I think this one is wildly, wildly popular. I think there's a ton of fan cams, there's a lot of fan fictions. People really love this series. However, I think they're trying way too hard. The characters are an idol and an app tuber, an elite hacker. Yeah, no, and smartphones, you know what? I know they gotta build in the current technology and stuff, but like, I feel like they're really trying too hard. And the little dude, oh my God, the little dude is not looking good. He's not a mascot. I'm gonna put this in D tier. I just don't think it's working. I don't think it's working for me. And then after that, we have Digimon Adventure. Whoa! 2020. So this is a reboot of the original Digimon Adventure. Basically, it's Digimon Adventure, but if instead of being set in the cool year of 1990 whenever, it's 2020. They have to escape the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't know. But basically, it's just Digimon, but contemporary. And you know what? I don't like that idea. I think what's really cool about Digimon is all the like antiquated technology and the sort of retro sci-fi aesthetic of it all. I mean, I know back then it was just a sci-fi aesthetic, but like it's, you know, it feels a lot different than the way modern technology feels, you know, that sort of sleek feel of technology, whereas the Digimon are kind of a bit analog feeling. And you know, that works, right? They're creatures, but they're also technology. And I think that kind of works in the way of the 90s style of technology that I don't think would fit as well with 2020 technology, if that makes sense. Also, there's a lot more imagination. Like in the 90s, we can't achieve some of those things. And it seems a lot cooler. In 2020, I mean, we've got AI, we've got VR, we have the metaverse, and the metaverse sucks. So yeah, it's the metaverse anime. It can be in D tier. I don't think it's good. I don't think anyone likes it. I think there's 0 people on the planet who likes it. If I'm wrong. So the next one is Digimon Ghost Games. This one Ray has not seen, so you and I are going to be learning about this. So Wikipedia says for this one, in a relatively near future, an innovative technology has emerged. On social network, is that the innovative new technology? Those have been, anyways. Rumors are circulating about strange phenomena whose authenticity is unknown, referred to as hologram ghosts. Hiro Amanakawa is a middle school freshman at Hazakura Academy, who, by activating a mysterious device left behind by his father called the Digivice V, his father left him a digital V card, has the effect of making unknown creatures that cannot be seen by ordinary people, the Digimon, visible to his eye. Okay, so this one's kind of cool. Vibe check? The poster is cool as hell. It seems like it's gonna be a sort of horror thing. It's got some creepy vibes going on. Yeah, I'm really interested in this one. I think, like, if it is going that direction, like, there's a lot of potential for something like that, right? I mean, it's scary, right? The unknown is scary, and lay people like you and I, we don't really understand. I mean, I don't know how technology works, and I think there's a lot of room for that, especially the fact that, like, technology is surrounding us completely. We are completely surrounded by the internet, social media, and the digital world. So I think tying that into a little bit of a horror element with the digital monsters, and the fact that there's these little monsters hiding in your digital technology, I think that's a really cool concept. I think this one has a lot of mileage, and I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yeah, so this is the definitive Digimon tier list. Now, remember, this is all just my opinion. However, my opinion is correct. Hello, my Digi boys and Digi girls. It's the names of I was just rambling. 1,158 Digimons.
No, I don't. So that is a lie.
My Agumon OC becomes real, for real, for real. That's exciting. I don't know what that's referring to at all.
It's referring to the first episode, buddy.
It sort of has some Digi lore to it. I was also really terrified of watching. Is that wrong?
It's kind of like its own separate universe. And you know how there's one character in there that says otherwise, but
like, sort of become a Ken doll. But to me as a kid,
what?
I just thought they were full on.
About a Ken doll.
They're transformation sequences, right? Don't they turn nude?
Later.
Wait,
like
Ray, how accurate is this so far, Ray?
I mean, it's opinion stuff, so there's no sense of accuracy, although I do feel like you should have ranked Season 3 a little bit more. Once you watch it, I feel like you'll at least change it, like, up 1 tier.
I was a very conservative kid. I was like, this one's different. No. Take a trip. Yeah, Rebirth sucked. So... Digimon.
I think you just killed Ray.
You good?
Yeah.
Ray has told me. Punch the Digimon. So that's the premise. They punch Digimon, apparently. They punch Digimon.
Yep.
So did the...
They keep that consistent throughout the entire series. They punch the Digimon.
That's whack.
It's punching.
That's wild. They're just cops. Now the punch the
Now that you
Digimon
mention
is-
it.
Wait a minute. This is Digi-segregation. The Digimon... That's why they punch the Digimon. Holy shit, digital racists. I cannot rank this high because it's got that Dracula-looking ass Digimon.
You're so scarred.
Oh, okay. So that's yeah. Try. I get it. It's just Digimon Adventure 3. But it's basically like. Is that accurate? It's got contemporary.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay. They did things really well. It's a continuation of the original. Is that not accurate?
You want to pause the video for a second? I just hate speaking over.
Yeah.
I had strong feelings for Try, so it just might be my personal bias, but they literally took the last episode of season 2, chucked it in the garbage, and were like, what if we made them, like, aged up? And I'm like, okay, interesting premise. And we add somebody's OC. It's essentially somebody's OC.
Is it like a good OC or one of those Mary Sue OC?
They feel like a Mary Sue.
Oh no.
Great!
Yeah, no, and it was just the whole, literally the entire premise of, like, all of the tries was like, we gotta save our new friend and her Digimon! Also, the entire digital world just gets reset, so that's fun. So it just entirely invalidates all of seasons 1 and 2.
Why be continuous with that one?
I don't, because, nostalgia? Clout? I don't know. I just,
Clap.
the animation's nice.
Nostalgia?
I really like seeing everybody again.
That's
There was like some cool moments in the story, but the overarching story, Garbo, I did not like it.
Dang.
The designs were nice though. On the Digivolution sequences, crisp, clean. The story though, oh my god, the story. But yeah, no, I would not put that in S tier personally, but
Where would you put it?
yeah. I've put it like above Cross Wars because at least I could understand it. I don't know
Wars
what
is
the
like
heck
one
was
of the
going in
seasons.
Cross Wars. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on where. Oh my gosh, you put Try on S tier. You poor soul.
Ray's description of this one is Pokemon Digimon Go. Also,
No, actually,
what?
but
Okay, so that's cool. You
this
know what?
is-
I like it when they have more Is that wrong?
like, remember when I said I don't know if they separated season 6 and 7
Yeah.
from each other? Season 6 and 7 are from this tier list. They're just both Cross Wars. So the one that you're holding right now, and the other 2 I have not seen.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah,
idea where I
the-
got this poster then.
Yeah, no, this one's different. The next one is the one with the Gamamon. I've seen him around. I don't know what the show's about.
The prodigy hacker Ray Katsukura.
Me?
Ray. He was in search for his. And I'm gonna put it in A tier. So,
I feel like that's fair.
yeah. So this. Is
I
the
haven't seen it though, so I can't say.
Digimon-
Wait, no, you put it above 3. I can't agree with this. Overall, your list is interesting. If I were just looking at this passing by, I would have been like, wow, you must have had like some strong feelings about 4 and 5. And you must have been like a real big sucker for nostalgia because Try is up there in S. But yeah, I feel like I've given my snippets in terms of what I feel with this. It does kind of pain me that Try is up there, but I can understand. 4 should be higher though. 4 should be higher.
So this is your reaction to Ray's reaction to my Digimon tier list video.
Oh god, okay. I hope you know, like I said, I don't know any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should like give your opinion on my rankings despite not having seen Digimon.
That's exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get
Please.
exhausted. You're gonna get exhausted, Jacob, after work, looking at a series I don't understand except for a season.
I can't wait.
Caleb,
Mm-hmm. I'm not wrong.
babies for.
I said
Oh my fucking god.
I'm not wrong.
I don't know how, but you managed to disappoint me. Oh, that's why even if I fail a video the first time, I keep going. And like even with stream, I just try to fix it.
Yeah, no, the problem is that I didn't turn my mic on the first time I recorded it, and then the second time I also didn't turn my mic on.
Oh my god, Caleb, you check all of that before recording. Come on.
I did this time, yeah. Agumon OC becomes real, for real, for real.
I just like the
It's
for
referring to
real,
the first
for real.
episode, buddy.
Oh, my Digimon's angry at me. There they meet Boko to try it out,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I want to kill Nolan's Digimon.
Fuck are you talking about, like, Digimon like that? Like, what, do you buy a game, or what are you talking
No, they're
about?
like,
I have...
you know, the original toy. It's a little digital pet, like a Tamagotchi.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed. I'm still reeling at the thing that everyone is just Mon in their name. Is Ghost Adventures on this? Ghost Games on this list?
Yeah, it's the last one. It's the most recent season.
It better be at like highest tier, or I'm gonna leave this call.
No, it is a high tier though.
Oh, I'm leaving the call.
What? Don't. It's high.
It needs to be number one.
Oh
It's the best series. Which season is this for?
I don't remember. It's not Ghost Game though. It's the one before Ghost Game.
Okay, Ghost Game better end up high on there, like A or B.
In 18.
I feel like that's fair. I haven't seen it though, so I can't say.
Good fucking choice.
It's so like off-putting seeing the Windows 10 like bar at the bottom of this whole thing. Like I think it's mine,
Not having seen Digimon.
but it looks nothing like mine because I have Windows 11 because it's not 4. Jacob's not really reacting. Oh, there you go.
You offended him.
I'm sorry, Jacob.
Oh my god, Caleb, you check all of that before recording, come on.
I'm with Jacob here, dude. That's hella unprofessional.
So that's official film school advice,
Really
huh?
out of context.
Yeah, check to make sure the mic's on. That's which one did you put in B tier? I can't hear a thing. Is this gonna be a video? I have not looked at the ranking itself in like probably 5 minutes, and you've already ranked like 3 other things. How come Ray gets to pause the video? Who's the hottest Digimon?
In Tamers, there is one Digimon who is just a blonde woman in lingerie.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know the name? Although there is a nice looking slot up there in A. If you could just put it there in A, that would feel really good for me. To be so good for me, Caleb. Just look it right in that slot right there, that empty slot. Oh! That was so good. Was that good for you?
I guess. So Joe, what do you think of my rankings?
I wasn't really paying attention to the rankings because I don't know anything about Digimon, but I like the shape of the tier list,
Yeah, you
so
really
I'm gonna
seem to
say
like it a lot.
it's that gets an A+ for me.
I know.
Yeah, I think Jacob's reaction to it was when he was talking pretty solid. When he wasn't talking, he was boring. I give his reaction a C+, or no, a B-.
Hello, my Digi incels. I am now going to be showing my girlfriend, who is a huge toy anime fan, Joe's reaction to Jacob's reaction to Ray's reaction to my Digimon tier list. And she's probably gonna have a lot of thoughts. So, here we go. So what do you think of the tier list?
Jacob.
I can't see it. So I've not seen any of these seasons, nor do I know what the show's about. All I know is a toy anime, so they should all be in F tier.
Damn, you really coming onto my channel and saying that?
Yeah.
I've
Huge
seen
toy anime fan.
Quite a few Digimon.
Joe's
And I would say none
reaction
of the Digimon
to
are
Jacob's
celibate
reaction to
anyway, unless
Ray's
I
reaction
voluntarily.
to...
Not Joe doxing
You have to
you.
bleep that out.
He tried. Oh.
I haven't seen it either, so it's gonna be 20 minutes of us not knowing what's happening and people freaking over each other.
I'm gonna lose track of
Like
who's
a couple
talking.
when That's fair.
I wish I knew what Digimon we're replacing.
So-
To B tier, I guess.
This is what-
2020.
I have watched next to no
I
Digimon,
can't
so
even
I
see.
have,
That might have been.
I have no idea.
I
To
mean,
B tier, I guess.
It's opinion stuff,
watched
so there's no
next
So like I said, I don't know.
The ancient world did not have Digivices. It did not have digital monsters. But what it did have in the place of computers was the human mind. That's right, it's me! And the human mind was always seeking ways to understand itself. One such mind that sought its own understanding was named Theseus. He proposed this thought experiment. You've probably heard of it. On the shores of ancient Greece, a ship docks. The ship is carrying a precious piece of cargo. The mechanism, an ancient analog computer. Did this hold Animon, analog monsters? Who's to say? What we do know is that this computer was damaged, so one of its gears had to be replaced. It was then shipped off to another city where it again sustained damage on its journey and had a part replaced. As it was shipped all across the Greek world, each destination brought it new wear and new replacement. Soon, every part in the computer was replaced. Is it still the same computer? You've all heard this thought experiment before, and you all likely know where I'm going with this. It's not just about Digimon, either. Toy anime reboot and reiterate themselves over and over and over again, replacing their protagonists, replacing new monsters, replacing new kids to buy their toys. It's not exactly like the ship of Theseus. Let's return to the thought experiment. Say the computer is a Digivice. Instead of replacing it with an identical part at each step of the journey, we replace it with a slightly different part. Maybe a screen with a different colored tint, a keychain with a cool gimmick but same general function, a new monster inside the device. But we never replace every single part. Now I'll ask a different question. Is it a different device than it was before? If I just make one change, maybe not. But if I make a novel change multiple times over and over, but only to one or two small spots, is it still the same Digivice, just modified? Or is it the same Digivice? The same with the shows. With Digimon and Pokemon and Bakugan and Beyblade, with each iteration they stay the same at their core. With each iteration, is anything new truly made? Or are we and our children all just watching the exact same show, served in slightly different ways, over and over and on and on? And not just toy anime. It's like everything is rebooted nowadays. Every show has a sequel, every movie a reboot. Some are wild departures, some are safe and similar. At what point is it new? At what point is any idea new? Everything is inspired by what came before it. Evangelion is born from Ultraman, Ultraman is born from Godzilla. And from the original thought experiment, what if Theseus didn't have enough power when assembling his ship? What if we could now construct a ship made from every image produced from all of humanity? What if instead of boards and planks and nails, we could manipulate each individual pixel in seconds without the help of a human hand? Because we can. We can take all that lumber and raw human material and remix it, reshape it, rebuild it again and again and again into new pieces of art with AI image generation. But is it new? Is it different? Many would say no. It's just copying and mashing things together. But is it the same either? Is it any different from what we're doing with these shows? It all comes back around to this. How does one rank AI art? Are the pieces ever truly different enough to put on a tier list, or is it all made from the same stuff and producing the same generic results? Is there any meaningful difference when there is no meaning behind what's created? Each episode of Digimon and each season of Digimon and each toy and each game are all iterations of the same core idea. Iterations of the same raw creative material. So is it different enough to rank it, or is it all the same? Which ship is the real ship doesn't matter. Are the ships even the same or different to begin with? I would say they are different. Even paid to do it, to create art that's only meaning in the end is to advertise and sell products and move money, is meaningful. Each person brings their own unique view of the world into anime production. The music, the art, the voice acting is all imperfect in slightly different ways through how our brain processes the millions of inputs we've received over our lifetimes, creating something directed and beautiful. The art isn't always good, but it always says something more than just an advertisement would. And the parts aren't always the same. Each person brings their own unique parts with them. Digimon is especially unique in this regard. While most toy anime have a central product line that they all spring from, like with every Pokemon anime, manga, and card being based on the generation's video game, Digimon doesn't really have a centerpiece like that. The manga, the games, and the anime are all wildly different from each other, and because of that, are usually highly inventive. And even if it wasn't, there is still worth in shows that only exist as derivative products. There is an art to adaptation in different mediums. A painting of the ship is not the ship. Perhaps the movie The Titanic in the end is more valuable than the actual boat itself. There is a difference. It can be ranked. All art is valuable so long as it is made by human hands. Reboots and remixing have happened since the dawn of time. Nothing is original. And yet, through the myriad experiences filtering our every action, everything we make is original. Even the most derivative works say something, at least about the person who made them. Create. Enjoy without shame. Save the digital world.